We'll start with Moonfall. We got
All
to
right.
see it in the way that it's supposed to be seen in Dolby, in theaters, the way Roland Emmerich intended it to. He is the master of disaster. And I think that for everyone who's looking forward to that, I guess you can call it the disaster fair that people just find comfort in,
Hmm.
this may fulfill a lot of those things. Compared to a lot of Roland Emmerich's other films, if you click on the man right there, he's come in with what is Day After Tomorrow, Independence Day, pretty much a lot of people's favorites, disaster flicks. 2012, this man is
Independence
responsible
Day,
for. It,
the original and
yeah,
the new one.
if there is
Actually,
an
might have reversed them.
iconic building,
He
this
smashed
man's
it.
probably demolished it. Yeah,
Exactly.
with the lizard, White House, whatever it is. This one does not have the story elements that I would say the other ones even had going for them. I think that this is a movie that sets itself up to be one thing, and then I don't even want to get into spoilers. What that second half of the movie ends up being, what they actually reveal
Right.
is going on throughout this entire history, because he tries to build himself a little bit of a lore. The
Hmm.
problem with that, though, is that you get nothing of that lore. You're here focused on who is it, Patrick Wilson's character, who long ago saw something up in the sky, and he swears it's hiding in the moon or something like that. And everyone's like, nope, no, it's not. They discredited him. Halle Berry never believed in him, and now there are two astronauts who are realizing that they need to look up, I guess, before the moon falls. And I think people are going in this for the effects, and I think the effects deliver on occasion. I don't know how expensive this movie was supposed to be, considering that they pushed it up, to what we consider the beginning of the year, not the best moments of the year. They weren't having the biggest faith in it,
Yeah.
but there's one specific moment that does happen after, all of the drama between the family that drags this movie down. I was a big fan of the gravity wave scene. I thought the gravity wave scene was definitely worth the money. Um, but then you don't care about the characters. So I guess that's the only problem with it, is that you're following characters who you don't care if they're going to be
Hmm.
there or not. But I see you did not like it in any way, shape, or form. Nothing went well for this man's screening of Moonfall.
I
His chair would not go up.
yeah, first of all, we started out and I was in a broken recliner, so that kicked things off not on the nicest note. No, I'm not holding that against the movie. I generally am less of a fan of Roland Emmerich's style of filmmaking in general.
All right.
There's times where it works better. Like I'm a fan of The Day After Tomorrow.
I
I
feel like he
think
kind
there's
of even homages it.
yeah, like there's definitely like recurring things that'll happen through his movies, but like I think there's times where he's able to marry the destruction with a story that you can get invested in a way that like makes it a little more than just the destruction porn aspect of it. I
Hmm.
just kind of felt like the story was so cobbled together and like nonsensical in certain points, and when they ultimately reveal like what is causing the moon to fall, it felt like this completely out of left field idea that I
Different movie.
yeah should have been in a different movie. Um, so I don't know, in that aspect I didn't get into it. I also didn't really find it to be super satisfying in just a destruction aspect. Like for a movie called Moonfall about the moon potentially falling to Earth, like I felt like there was a little too little of like the ominous threat of this crater looming. Like it did, even Don't Look Up has an approaching meteor. Like I kind of want to. Do you remember Majora's Mask, the Zelda game? Like I wanted like a
Uh-huh.
moon fucking hovering over the
You wanted
Earth.
them to wake up every morning,
Yeah,
and when they're having their Dunkin' Donuts coffee, they're like, there's the moon again. An impending doom that without a doubt they can't see coming. I see what you mean. You do get it towards the end because they're like literally racing
yeah.
between the moon. It's like the moon and the earth are like this big and nothing's stopping it between what's happening. But I don't know. Overall, not my favorite of the Roland Emmerichs, not my favorite of the disaster flicks personally. But I
Yeah.
think if you want to just go in to turn off your brain, there are definitely a lot of CGI set pieces there. But personally, I think if you want to go see a big set piece,